Well, we are here at the airport. Once again, where we started, we finish, and now we've got to find our gate and stuff. Because, yes, we are here, and now we're going to be checked in. So I've got to find my flight back to Palma de Mallorca, because we're going to be getting on 2 different flights as well.
Check if you're already...
Yeah, I've got to see. Sorry.
Which one is yours?
AB 7688, there I see it, Palma de Mallorca 1220. So gates, what's that one, 300 to 309, or is that 407 to 408? Which one is it I've got to go to, 300 to 309 or 407 to 408?
Which one is yours?
Third from bottom on this one.
You can use the one from 300 to 309.
Or 400.
In the count of this one.
Oh cool, yeah.
The other one is I think to the where you can...
I don't know, my gates have to be announced.
Fair enough. In which case, I'm going to go get myself checked in. Oh wait, no, there's another... Oh no, that's not mine, 1140. Nah. Mine, to gates 300 to 309. The airport looks a lot different than I last remember. When I got here at night, it was absolutely empty and everything was closed. But I now have my boarding passes, I am fully checked in and ready to go home, and David is now happy as a lamb because it turns out, show it for the camera, turn around so she can see properly, is that this here sunset, his waifu, is allowed to be taken on the plane as his hand luggage.
Oh, so that means I'll have to check this in.
Probably.
Alright.
Well, I'm not sure what she said exactly, Sirich will know. But either way, it means that you get to take her with you and you don't have to worry. So that's, oh my god, this is security. Oh jeez, I've got a bit of a wait then. And I see my flight up there on the board already. Terminal 3. Yeah. Fair enough. In which case, I'm not sure what's happening because I've got to get in this queue here, this big massive queue.
I might see you on the other side.
I might see you, and if not, Sirich, it was nice meeting you, and leave the drunk case alone. David, hold this. My hand there.
I'm back to being cameraman.
Yes.
That's nice. Meet again.
See you next time we're at the con, and David, give the camera back, and I will see you as well, because...
You're going in already?
Yeah.
Okay.
So give me a hug.
Yeah.
Or...
I'm seeing you again.
Yeah, and I'll see you soon enough anyway.
Yeah.
And I'll talk to you on Facebook, obviously, normally. But it's, well, I mean, think about it. My flight's at 12, and I've got to get through all of this.
Yeah.
So
I'm just gonna ask the security officer if it's no problem.
Fair enough. In which case, I'll be seeing you guys later. I'll be running the queue here. So yeah, I'm now going to be leaving the giant sunset plush, and I am going to be heading in there. But as at the other end, no flash photography and no photography, so the camera has to go off while I'm going through security. So until later, bye. Right, we know that being Brony's hard, and Dave actually managed to come through with me, yes, and don't question what he's doing there with Sunset Shimmer. But obviously, ponies have to go through an X-ray, and you've obviously got Sunset Shimmer. Now, here's a little tip. Any Brony who's going through with a large plushie or any plushie of any sort that's going to go through a scanner, make sure it's in a sealed plastic bag or has a cover, because when it goes through the X-ray conveyor belt, you get this.
Some of the damage has been cleaned, but...
Oh, look at it. It's because she's bright colours as well that it's kind of
it
bad.
makes it worse, yes.
It makes it worse, but yeah, that was just by laying it on its side on the conveyor belt. It gets wrapped. It's covered. We're trying to clean it now as best we can.
Great success.
With mild success. It's probably going to need a bigger wash when you get in. Yeah, but you're obviously going to work on it more and more, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, this is what our time at the airport's going to be spent on now, is caressing Sunset Shimmer. David should be used to this. But still, yeah, we're going to be going...
You haven't made a joke that I'm giving you a silver bath.
Oh, trust me, I'll make those jokes much later. With captions and subtitles and bullet points.
On the song.
Yes. Yeah. Must be love, love, love. Copyright infringement. That could be any other song, so we're safe. But yeah, unfortunately, she's got a little bit... I mean, before, after. Before, after.
I'd just like to point out,
Before, after.
it could have been far worse than it was. And
How?
it could have been all over.
That is true.
she couldn't. I might not have even been allowed her through.
Then technically, though, the other alternative was leaving it here with Sirich and then having him mail it to you. Now, it would have taken longer. However, that would have avoid her getting dirty as she'd be sealed up in a container.
Very true, but as you can see, with a little patience and soapy water and other bits,
it is gently starting to come through.
Yes.
You can still see marks.
But again,
Once again, you're going to go through it later on and give it a bit more extensive. You know what happens? You know what you should use? Vanish.
Bang, and the dirt is gone.
No, not seal it bang. That'll strip the colour off of it. But you know, like Vanish Oxy Action and all that sort of stuff. Because that says gets rid of 100% stains. If you get the Colour Protect one, then it shouldn't take the colour away. And they normally show that on the adverts of literally just applying it and then rubbing it in rather than having to bath it. Although now the image of you in a bath with Sunset Shimmer trying to clean her off of all this is just hilarious. You have a toothbrush going, we will be clean.
I need to go get more.
Well, I know, I'll keep an eye on her.
Thank you.
And there goes the guard, or whatever you want to call him. And here we have the doctor at work, working on the patient. She's undergoing surgery, cosmetic surgery. She's unhappy with her skin and trying to get her imperfections patched up. Admittedly, it's doing a good job.
And it's not really their fault, the airport's fault.
Well, think about how many packages go through a day. They can't really stop it all just to clean it.
Exactly, and
It is kind of your fault.
Afterwards, they were incredibly helpful.
Even the police came over to look at...
Yeah, even
The police noticed royalty. The police noticed royalty.
A little bit more work there. Like using precision tools. I've got different quantities of soap.
Don't ask why we've now got about a minute of just Sunset's flanks. It's like literally the camera's where you're working, so it's... No. But I mean, like, it's just there. What's happened to her wing? What's happened to those patches?
I don't know, that's what I just noticed. They weren't like that a minute ago. It's probably just it drying.
Oh, bless me.
Together and
I was going to say, some of the hairs going together and then others are separating. It'll be fine when it's dry.
It's a small price to pay to get her.
Plus, as I said, just invest in some Vanish Oxy Action.
Advertisement placement.
Nah, I'll bleep it out. He'll be like, just invest in beep. But no, seriously, because on the adverts it always just shows them putting a little bit of the powder on the fabric and then rubbing it in with a little bit of water. And then obviously it says the stain vanishes.
I'm going to need more water.
There you go. Go. Meanwhile, once again we look after the black and blue princess. Well, here we are. We're still in the operating room. As you can see, we've made some progress on Sunset Shimmer. Her tail is now clean, her hooves are now clean, and her head for the most part is clean. And we're now just working, or David's working on the wing, because my flight has been called, and therefore I'll probably have to wait about 15 minutes, because obviously boarding takes a little while, but it means the camera has to go off, and it means the next time this video camera will be on, or at least on and I'll be speaking, I'll be back in Spain. So there's that to look forward to. And I've realised all these parts are getting like really, really short. They're like 40 seconds each. That's because there's not really much to talk about. I'm just trying to keep a little update of the passage of time so you guys can follow along. I mean, unless David has something he wants to say.
Not particularly. Just subscribe. Had to say it.
Oh, you're such a flatterer. Give everyone your details. Shameless promotion time.
Okay. If anyone wants to, they can check me out on DeviantArt. I'm not too active there, less than I should be. At Emerald Isle Brony on DeviantArt. Or you can check out my blog on Tumblr, which is currently going through several name changes. But generally you can find a link to that through my DeviantArt page. So, Emerald Isle Brony, all one word. So yeah. Check it out sometime.
What do you have to say?
Stunned silence.
Subscribe! Yeah, nah, I don't do subscribe, but yep. we're doing most of the cleaning, and I'm actually surprised her ear didn't get dirty.
Huh?
I'm surprised the ear didn't get dirty when the wing did, and the rest of it did, but that's just me. But of course, things are happening, and we've got Sunset going through cleaning. She seems to enjoy it. Look at her little smile. She is adorable, and he's the lucky bastard who got her. Yeah, for €500.
I saw it, I wanted it. It was excess funds that I didn't need. It was allocated to just spending on anything. If it wasn't Sunset, it would have been a flutterbat, which is roughly the same size and roughly around the same price.
Fair enough. You often wonder, because if they weren't sold, they were going to end up in the auction, weren't they?
Yeah.
So you wonder how much she would have gone for there.
Oh, she would have gone for lots more. Purely the auction, you saw a hat went for 800, a hug went for 3, 2 bottles of Fanta went for 150.
Yeah.
I think this would have went for a good bit.
Well, then again, you talk about that, but a Fender went for 500. A Fender guitar went for 500. That is a steal for a Fender guitar. Even an acoustic Fender, that's still a steal.
Even just a guitar.
Yeah.
Proper acoustic.
Plus, I think it was donated by Sketchy Sounds. I'm not sure. I'll have to check that later. He was playing it, but it doesn't mean it was his.
True, I mean that you were playing the piano.
Yeah, and that wasn't mine. Actually, no, that was mine. That was my piano. I brought it with me. But no, I'll have to check it, because I don't want to say anything and commit it to video. I'm saying I think the guitar was Sketchy's and he got it signed and then put it up for the auction. But I'd have to check my facts on that one. However, it is pretty much, goes without saying though, bronies do spend a lot of money on some weird things. That's what makes us awesome.
The generosity.
Yes, Rarity would be proud.
The charity auction raised over €13,000.
Yeah.
And that's for, I can't
Malaria.
malaria research thing.
Yep.
To buy mosquito nets for the people who need it.
Yep.
It's a worthy cause.
Near enough.
Yeah. And at least every con I have seen for bronies, there's at least one charity auction that always goes to a good cause.
Well, the charity auction always goes, because it's always a charity auction.
I know, but it goes to a very meaningful cause, an immediate one, not...
Yeah, true.
It doesn't go to a rainy day fund.
No.
It goes to something that is immediate and needs addressing.
But I think that's why bronies feel so, not compelled, but they feel so willing and okay to spend extravagant amounts of money on such trivialities, because we love the show, we love the characters, and we don't mind paying for a good cause.
Fandom's all about helping others, being nice, and what better way to show that than giving money to people who will use it to help others.
Exactly. All the while you're obsessively using soapy water to buff up the stains off of your Sunset Shimmer plush that you spent €500 on.
Yes.
But worth every euro? Worth every cent?
Sorry, I didn't do that.
Worth every cent.
Yes. See, on one side, that €500 went into the person who made it in her pocket. There you go, there's money for her trouble making it. And me, I yes.
You get bragging rights. Because now if you take her with... that's another thing. If you ever now know to bring her to another convention, bring a plastic travel case for her. Like a see-through plastic bag would do, just to keep the dirt off of her.
Well, in my defense, I wasn't expecting to buy something like this.
Yes, I know.
I was expecting to buy lots of little bits.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say I'm going, but look, the queue has hardly shifted, so...
I think that's about as much I can do.
You sure? Or wait for it to dry and then do another little bit?
Well,
I mean, you have...
With you going now in a moment, I can't really leave her alone to go get more, so I'm kind of down to the last bit of water in it.
I'm sorry I have to leave you.
Oh, it's not me you have to be sorry to. It's Sunset. She needs the moral support. Get through this cosmetic surgery.
Don't worry, you've got husband horse here. He'll look after you. And yes, I used the term husband horse.
Finally got that confession.
Yes, you admitting waifu. And now you're cleaning her.
Only because I didn't actually expect my
to buy
bid
her.
to be accepted.
I know.
So it kind of backfired on me.
Yes, it did. But no regrets, eh?
No. It was worth the humiliation.
And stop complaining.
I haven't complained since. Well, I may have moaned and whined, but No, overall no complaining.
And now we leave waifu and husband horse to themselves. It's a little bit later and the queue hasn't moved, but a bus has now arrived, which basically means it is going to be final time for me to go. So David, if you could... Seriously.
What?
Come give me a hug, because I gave you one earlier, but now this truly is until next time, my friend.
It's great seeing you again.
Stay safe, and obviously I'm going to talk to you on Facebook. But it's always nice just to meet someone and actually talk to them face to face. So I'm going to leave with keeping it on your face. Bye. Oh, I'm sad now. You too? I feel sad now. I'll have to get an update off of him later, but for now, we're going to be getting in the queue to get on the flight and the bus, I should say. So yeah, that should be fun.